Hey there YouTube, Salty the Geek here, and I thought I'd share with you a really quick way to make a main menu. I'm going to be using the Redot game engine, Redot I think is the way they pronounce it. I like Redot better. Anyway, I'm going to be using the Redot Engine, and the same applies to Google. The same applies to Godot. So stick around and we'll create a main menu. So step one, user interface. I'm going to show you good naming conventions so that it makes things less confusing as you go. First one I'm going to name as main menu. I'm going to use Pascal case whenever I do these. And we're going to save as main menu. I'm going to start by adding a color rect. This allows me to give my scene color how it's bright. Let's go with something a little more muted. Next, on the main menu, I'm going to add a margin container. I'm going to have it fill everything. Then I'm going to set the theme overrides to something generic, 10. I'm going to put my numlock on. And now I'm going to do a VBox container. The VBox container is going to stack things evenly, up and down. Next, as a child of that, I'm going to put a label. And this label will be your game's name. Let's give it some alignments. Sorry guys, my cats. Next, I'm going to add another VBox container as a child of the current VBox container so that I can space out the buttons independently. This one I'm going to name V button, count buttons, container buttons. Then I'm going to add a button. We'll call it the play button. And then I'm going to change the name, BTN play. I'm going to add another button. Change the name, BTN exit. Oops. Alright, and then I'm going to set the layout. As opposed to fill, I'm going to have them both shrink center, but I'm going to set custom minimums. The X, which is your left or right, I'm going to set to arbitrary number, 150. I'm going to do the same for the play button. And the play button I'm going to, the Y, which is the up to down, I'm going to change that to, say, 45. So 45 and 150 is the minimum. Excuse me. 150 and 45 is the minimum. And there's a reason why I said that, because I need to make sure, I need to make sure that I distinguish my X and Y properties appropriately. Now I'm going to take my label. I'm going to give it a minimum of, say, 200. That keeps it roughly at the top, and you see it spaces it out. And then this, I'm actually going to make it expand vertically. The alignment is going to be center, and every time I add a new control button, it'll actually automatically space out everything for me. So let's add another button just for fun. And we're going to call it options. So I'm going to put it here, BTN options, put the text as options. The layout will be 150 minimum by 45, and then we're going to shrink center on both. Now you'll see that these buttons are kind of close, so we're going to override the constraints manually to a point that I am okay with it. And that's it. That's all you need. You have made yourself your main game, and it dynamically adjusts the sizes for you. Thanks for hanging out. If you found any value out of this, please be sure to click that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And you can be sure to check out my channel. I do live streams on a constant basis. Currently I'm playing Currently I am playing Fable Anniversary. Come in, hang out, say hi. Alright guys, thanks so much.